Hey, what's going on, everyone? So, as we know, Metroid Prime 4 has not only been delayed, but it's been seemingly, completely reset development-wise. Now with Retro Studios at the helm, and a lot of people might think, what are Retro Studios? What were they doing before? Has it been cancelled or whatever? I mean, for all we know, their game that they've been working on could nearly be finished. We've been left in limbo for so long with the studio, just right now anything could be possible, but at the same time, I can't think of any time Nintendo has done this, of course we've had delays, Metroid Prime 4 development cycle will probably be as long as Breath of the Wild now, we're used to this with Nintendo, it's not an issue, but for them to completely start from scratch on such a project, when we thought it was well on its way, this is it's mind-blowing to me, and clearly something was not working, and when I mean not working, something was clearly not working for them to go to such lengths. But amazingly and thankfully, they confirmed this delay in a rare video that must have been hard for them to put together, and I think you could see that on Tanabe's face when he was given the news. So I'm not going to sit here and cry. They say the game is still coming, and I'm sure the news that Retro Studios is working on it, will fill many hearts with reassurance that the right studio is at the helm. But I'm going to try and reiterate something in this video that Nintendo confirmed years ago, and one of the things that I feel we are still not seeing on a Nintendo Switch from Nintendo. So Nintendo confirmed and executed the merger of their legendary internal development houses, Nintendo EAD and SPD, to form what we know of today as Nintendo EPD, which is Nintendo Entertainment Planning and Development. These two teams essentially worked on Nintendo's home and portable consoles, tech-wise and software-wise. But before they were not as linked as they are today, which could lead to different design practices through both hardware and software for Nintendo's major platforms. So the merging of these two houses was meant to bring them closer together, so they both knew what was going on and could deliver software on a more regular and unified basis. This later gave hope that the Nintendo Switch would essentially see the focus of both of these houses, effectively seeing the level of software from, say, the Wii U and 3DS combined onto this one single console. With the 3DS, seeing much less development time as Nintendo now focused on a platform that offered the best of both worlds, like I said, the Nintendo Switch. But 2 years later, and after the pretty dry 2018 from Nintendo, original software-wise, we, I feel, still haven't seen the benefits of Nintendo EPD on the Nintendo Switch, and I'm scratching my head as to why. When you previously combined Nintendo's home and portable software releases together, there was no other studio in the world who could support two consoles with exclusive content on the level that Nintendo did. If you owned each console, you were for the most part, completely content in Nintendo content, but like I said, roll onto the Switch, and it feels like we're just not seeing it at the moment, and and yes, that's me completely ruling out ports of older titles, because why should they be included? And this is where the delay of Metroid Prime 4 hurts the most, I feel, for me and maybe for other people. Not the fact that we have to wait longer. It's the knowledge as of now that this is the only Metroid game in development for the Nintendo Switch. Go back to the Wii and the DS, and we have Metroid Prime Hunters, Metroid Prime 3, and Metroid Other M in a single generation. On the Wii and DS, we had The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, Skyward Sword, and as for Mario, we had New Super Mario Bros. DS, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, etc., etc. If you lived in the world of Nintendo, you were for the most part supported between what we consider to be the big hitters from Nintendo. Supported with games in the series we loved that that was still great, games, and kept us content for the most part during long development processes that we had some that we had come to know from Nintendo's major third-party outings. Because as demonstrated today, when Nintendo cared about their games, they would rather delay them and release the game they wanted than release it anyway and, like most companies today, patch it later or reveal or revel in the fact that mindless fans would buy it anyway regardless of quality. At least for the most part. We need all of Nintendo on the Nintendo Switch, because as much as they like to keep the 3DS on the market, they, in our reality, only have one major active current gen system on the market, which they need to bolster with fresh, new, original content to keep the sales rolling in and to keep fans happy. Unless, of course, you join the Wii U hating crowd and consider all the Wii U ports to the Switch as new Nintendo games, which just isn't the case now, is it? So it's like, where's the 2D Zelda, Metroid and Mario teams as examples? Why are we getting a port of New Super Mario Bros. U? Seriously, as much as I'm tired of the new Super Mario Bros. Series, I'd take a new one in the same art style with all the same assets over the port of the Wii U game. Where is our new 2D Metroid for the Switch? Did Samus Returns fill that void? A little, but even that's coming up to 2 years old now, and I'm sure Nintendo could conjure up a new 2D Metroid by working with some of the many talented 2D studios out there who are all itching to work on a 2D Metroid game, especially for the Nintendo Switch. Where's our top-down Zelda for the Switch? Seriously, a 2D or 2.5D Zelda could easily be as good, if not better, than a 3D one. The list goes on, of course, and I'm wondering what all these teams are doing, who were once churning out one DS and 3DS game after another. Nintendo need to dig deep and be firing on all cylinders when it comes to the Switch. I don't care how successful it is. The system needs new Nintendo games, and currently Nintendo EPD seems slower than ever in supporting the console with both new 3D and 2D games, when in reality we should be getting a steady flow, just like 2017 felt, with new and old Nintendo IPs just flowing in, which is why everyone loved that year. So losing Metroid Prime 4, in a recent time, scale in which we all was hoping that it would come, it is a blow. But at the same time as well, we don't know what else is coming apart from what's already been announced, and which is why we are excited about 2019. I don't think many of us, expected Metroid Prime 4 to come this year, which is why we were relying on everything else. So, we know some good big 3D games are coming. But like I said, it's with Nintendo, EPD now, it's just, I don't know, something just hasn't still come together, and it just, I don't know if it's just me or what, but it's just, I don't know, Nintendo seem to be slow, and I know that sounds stupid considering what we had in 2017, but I'm talking about these two studios and their home and handheld markets supposed to be coming closer together to try and get these one separate games and these one separate teams working together as a unified unit. But it's just, like I said, I don't know. But I thought I'd give my thoughts on this, just try and put another spin on it instead of crying about the delay and trying to work out why it was delayed, stuff that we probably will never know. But let me know your thoughts anyway. And as always, thanks for listening all. Peace.